Oh, it still says I'm at 0 kilobits. Oh, wait.
Oh.
I don't know if I'm actually live. So this says I'm disconnected though. Let me check.
Guess we could actually check the.
I'm looking.
Okay.
No, you're live.
I am live? Okay, cool.
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right, cool.
Hooray!
Right. Everybody
Huzzah.
refresh.
Yay! Refresh everyone. Well, refresh everyone for Zero stream.
Oh my god.
What?
The chat window in OBS is so small and I can't make it bigger because the stupid controls thing is blocking it. But you guys can see me. I'm live, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It still says I'm disconnected on OBS. So
weird. I'm seeing with 7 viewers. Looks like you're okay.
I have 7 viewers. Damn. Yeah, it just says I'm not connected, so I don't even know what I have. Anyway, sorry guys, I disconnected if you can hear me. If you're in the chat, say something.
They should be able to hear you.
I don't want an ad. I just came back. If you're in my chat, say something. They might all be lurking. I can't see my chat move at all, so.
Clear.
Can one of you type something in the chat? My chat, just make sure it works.
Testing.
Perfect. That worked. Okay, cool.
All right, cool.
Oh, you cheeky bitch.
It's me. I'm the cheeky bitch.
Yeah. Nice cheeks. I can't hear the game audio.
There's no audio.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right. We good?
OBS says I'm still disconnected, but I am obviously not disconnected because I can see the kilobits per second going and I'm not dropping any frames. So OBS, you're lying. So just real quick, what happened is oh god.
It's fine.
Oh god. The breaker downstairs, the internet's on, is also on the same one as the AC and the microwave, and you can't do the microwave and the AC at the same time. And one of my roommates made popcorn and did not realize.
Did they give you some popcorn at least?
I didn't want to take their popcorn.
This means you got to go down and make your own popcorn afterwards.
I won't be able to. I won't have power.
No, right. Zero loses power in an hour and 15-ish?
No, in like 30 minutes. In 45 minutes. Shit. So I'll have to end in like 30. So unfortunately, we'll have to end soon. But let's just continue because we're going. We're riding this train out.
All right. Why hadn't you realized it before? The girl was Akane
Kurashiki.
Thank you, Akane Kurashiki. She and Junpei had been friends in childhood. They'd gone to elementary school together for 6 years. But what was she doing on the ship? Her soft eyes were only inches from his own. He could feel the warmth of her face. Feelings he thought he'd long forgotten began to work their way to the surface. He could feel his face heating up. I ship it. At that moment, a speaker crackled to life. A cold, eerie voice filled the room. Zero,
is this me?
This is you. Yep.
Welcome aboard.
Scientists have noticed that foxes are trying to domesticate themselves.
That's amazing.
Like cats.
That sounds about right, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Also, hi, Sage.
Zero says hi.
Say hi to Mitzi.
Hi, Mitzi.
Meow.
Hi, Mitzi.
Meow.
Hi. Yes, I love you.
Meow, 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 meow. I'm trying to communicate with your cat.
Oh, she heard you. All right.
I welcome you all from the bottom of my heart to this, my vessel.
With the voice's invasion, the spell between Junpei and Akane was broken, and all hints of burgeoning romance instantly forgotten. They hurriedly untangled themselves from one another and struggled to their feet. Their 7 companions had heard the voice as well, and many of their faces had gone pale. They looked around frantically, desperate to locate the source of the voice. At last, they found it, a speaker set in the ceiling.
Is that on purpose? Is that why you gave me
Nope.
this character?
Maybe.
I am Zero, the captain of this ship. I am also the person who invited you here.
The voice was harsh, obscured occasionally by the crackle of steps.
Of Sti?
It was the same voice he had heard from the man in the gas mask.
Hey, asshole, what the hell is this? Come on, out here. I want to get a look at you.
What do you mean to do with us?
I mean to have you participate in a game. Some of you, I know, are familiar with this game. The Notary Game. It is a game where you will put your life on the line.
Nonary game?
What the hell's that?
The voice continued, implacable.
The rules of the Notary Game. Persons. They are simple rules. Read them.
You expect us to read?
I have to read?
Nonary
Fuck.
game?
Hey, there's something in my pocket. Check this out.
Ew, Silver, God!
Is that something
So
in my
it
pocket,
reached
or
into
am I
his
just happy to
pocket.
see you?
Wrong book. Wrong book, Silver.
The rest of them reached into their own pockets and pulled out similar strips of paper.
Not even close. I'm not even close to doing a jigsaw voice. What are you talking about, KZ?
Junpei followed suit and dug into the pocket of his pants. He felt a telltale crumple of paper, slightly damp from his earlier ordeal.
Hey, I got one too. Then it would seem Zero has seen fit to grace us each with a letter. Would you mind terribly reading it to us, young man?
His request had been delivered to Junpei, who, after a short moment of surprise, did as he'd been asked.
On this ship, you will find a handful of doors emblazoned with numbers. We will call them the numbered doors. The doors in front of you are a pair of the same. The key to opening these numbered doors are the numbered bracelets that each of you possess. Should you total the numbers on your numbered bracelets and find that the digital root of that number is equal to the number of that door, the door will open. Only those who have opened the door may pass through. There are, however, limits. Only 3 to 5 people can pass through one numbered door. All those who enter must leave, and all who enter must contribute.
Bracelet, Junpei figured, had to mean that bulky thing on his wrist. He glanced around. It looked like everyone else had one as well, and had come to much the same conclusion.
The purpose of the game is simple. Leave the ship alive? It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that carries a 9.
Junpei had reached the end of the letter. There was a long moment of silence, and then the speaker crackled to life once more.
There is one last thing I must tell you. As you have no doubt surmised, the ship has begun to sink. On April 14th, 1912, the famous ocean liner Titanic crashed into an iceberg. After remaining afloat for 2 hours and 40 minutes, it sank beneath the waters of the northern Atlantic. I will give you more time. 9 hours. That is the time you will be given to make your escape.
The voice
9
finished.
hours, 9 doors, 9 people.
Yup.
12
speaker
hours
went
and still
silent.
no numbers.
Tolling echoed through the hall. It came from the dance hall, adjacent to the stairwell. It took those assembled on the stairs mere moments to trace the sound to an antique clock embedded in the wall.
Bong.
Bong.
7, 8, 9.
bong. The sound of the
9 o'clock.
ninth bell faded away. The 10th never came.
It was
Nine
Edger.
At the
o'clock on
time
the
was
dot.
9 o'clock. 9 o'clock in the evening, when Junpei had peered out the window of his cell, he'd seen nothing but blackness. It had to be nighttime. If that was the case, then they would need to escape by 6 a.m. the following day.
Now, it is time. Let our game begin. I wish you all the best of luck. So, you like to play Castlevania?
What?
I see you like Animal Crossing.
You like men?
You can see it in my mind?
No.
Fuck.
Silver yelled at the speaker with language coarse enough to embarrass a sailor, but the rest of Junpei's companions were silent, deep in thought. Junpei too was consumed by his thoughts. There was a great deal he didn't understand. Who was Zero? What was the nonary game? Why had he chosen them? Wow. I feel like I need to go back to sleep. Why had he chosen to make them part of it? Was he a criminal who took delight in playing with his victims? Or did he have some other purpose? And why had Junpei been chosen as part of this insane game? Why had
Appreciate
any of
the
them been
giggles.
chosen? One question was foremost on his mind. Akane. They hadn't seen each other since elementary school. Why had she appeared now? Coincidence? No, that seemed impossible. There had to
Sorry.
be a reason.
I groaned.
Huh?
Ryguy came
What?
into my chat.
With another amazing pun?
Hi, Ryguy.
It hurts.
You read it,
What's the
didn't you?
pun? Sorry, the lipstick and eyeliner were having a fight, but don't worry. That was okay.
What would you rate it, Karama?
Oh no, 4 out of 10?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there.
Perfectly middle of the road.
The lion's voice seemed oddly loud in the silence.
Standing around here won't do us any good. As we get moving, don't you think? Get moving?
Are you planning to open the numbered doors? Hey, wait! Don't tell me you're actually going to do what this Zero says.
No, that's not what I mean.
The lion shook his head, mildly annoyed.
Better fucking do
I'm
what I
saying,
say.
let's find another way. After all, we haven't really examined this place yet.
What? Their separate investigations finished, all 9 people returned to where they'd left one another. The result of all their work was nothing. They were completely sealed in. The hard work had not gone completely to waste, however. They had learned a number of things as they scoured the part of the ship they could reach. It seemed they were confined to decks A through C. C deck was as far down as they'd be able to go, however. The reason being that D deck was completely submerged. Strangely, however, the water had risen no higher than D deck. The flow seemed to have been stopped somehow, as evidenced by the surface of the water on D deck, which was as smooth as glass. The prince knelt down and gently drew his hand across it. Perhaps the Zero fellow has used some sort of remote control to seal a watertight door lower deck. He said that our time limit was 9 hours. In other words, this water won't rise for 9 hours.
You say we won't sink till then?
Well, that may be a little too optimistic. No point to wishful thinking. There were 3 metal doors on C deck. A single door stood off to the side with 2 more on the wall facing the central staircase. None of them had numbers or verification devices. They were, however, locked on like the other doors. No matter how much they pushed and shoved, the doors refused to move. The mountain and the lion threw themselves against them a few times, but to no avail.
Oh.
The door in the back had a keyhole. Oh, god damn it, my god.
You looked.
Zero, that is the exact line you would say.
Yeah, he's just mad that they didn't say it.
What? No.
Ah.
The ghost is back. Oh shit.
Spooky.
Scary.
Okay. Strange mark in the shape of a circle surrounding a dot. It's a booby.
Oh.
There were a boob. There were 2 other doors on C deck as well, but it's clear they were elevators, as each had a button next to it with an upside-down triangle. They tried pushing the button. Like dumbasses. Apparently there was no power running to the elevators.
You know,
To the left of the elevator doors was a card reader. The card reader also had a strange mark on it. It looked like a lowercase h with a dash drawn across the upper stem of the H. So glad they explained that out in dialogue.
Because that's like, that'd be a symbol you'd seen something like, keep talking and nobody explodes.
That's true.
I was gonna say, yeah. I would have called it like a half heart with a T through it.
Eh.
Symbol of Saturn. What?
Yep.
Saturn.
This is the symbol of Saturn. It's an astrological symbol. Then the mark on the other door. Oh, that was you. I think that was the sun symbol. They had seen the same symbols on A deck. There was
Oh
a door
no,
on
she's
either
into
side of the stairs.
astrology.
Oh no! One on the left had a keyhole with a similar symbol engraved on it. This is the Earth symbol. The horizontal line symbolizes the equator, and the vertical one represents the prime meridian. Because, other planets also don't have an equator and a prime meridian. Junpei looked up at the ceiling.
No.
Oh, interesting.
There was a great circle cut in it, perhaps for a skylight or a glass dome, but it had been filled with a gargantuan metal plate. The metal looked very solid. Anything short of an explosive charge was unlikely to damage it. There were several windows along both sides of the ship, or at least there had been. They too were covered with metal plates. In other words,
We're fucked.
shit.
We're all trapped. All the exits go nowhere.
Got an ad break running, Zero?
Yeah, for another minute.
No, okay.
It's
How you
fine.
liking it so far?
How am I liking it so far? This game's great.
Yeah.
I haven't played it, but I've seen a little bit of it like years ago, and I was like, "Oh, this is a game I need to try and get." But apparently now it's like stupid rare for like for
It even had a
DS,
cent.
so.
It even had a second printing, and it's still super rare.
There is one DS horror game I own. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but it was one I picked up, and I saw a video that covered this game in the same video. It might have been one of Uncle Derek's videos. An early Stop Skeletons from Fighting video, maybe, if I recall. They did DS horror, and maybe this was in it. I'm not sure. But I remember the other game they covered was one that I had just recently picked up, and I got it for cheap, and I was like, oh, okay, sweet. Turns out it was also on under... Not Daddy Derek. No, not... Make that distinction. Not Daddy Derek.
No, hi Derek, it's me, Derek.
Yeah, not Cool Cat Saves the Kids. Not that Derek. Right, guy. No. Anyway.
He's also the happiest gamer you've ever heard.
He's the happy and... He's how I found out about D. Another great horror game, which I played...
Oh, yeah.
But has kind of a bad, shitty ending, so I'm not going to get into it, but anyways.
Yeah, there's a reason we're playing the DS version of this and not the ports. Like, it's mostly okay, but the reveals just aren't as good.
Gotcha. No, Uncle Derek from Scott Thompson Fighting. Come on, Rag, I get it right. Jeez, anyways, go ahead.
Well, Junpei was not happy. The girl with pink hair spoke up.
Well, I'm sure they go somewhere. We just can't open them.
Yeah,
Then
no
the mountain
shit.
spoke.
You don't know that. For all we know, they just open into walls or take us into circles.
prince did not agree. No, I'm sure they go somewhere, otherwise, what point would there be? And we can open them. Well, 2 of them at least.
You mean the numbered doors?
All eyes turned towards the doors with numbers on them. The atmosphere in the room grew tense. Hey, wait a minute. I think I said this earlier, but I don't think we should do that. The dancer moved in front of the doors as if to block them. We'd have to be crazy to open these doors. If we do that, we're doing exactly what Zero wants us to do. And we can't do that.
Brat.
Indeed.
Suddenly, everyone began to speak at once. I agree.
Yeah, that's a terrible idea. They took your dibs!
Clamor of voices made it next to impossible to determine who was saying what. Their arguments grew more and more intense until people were shouting and screaming at each other. Junpei had remained silent, but at last he could take no more.
Hey.
They fell silent, and all eyes turned to Junpei. He felt each stare burning into him, but he refused to flinch.
Before we try and decide where we're going to go, there's something else we gotta do.
What's that?
We need to exchange information. We don't know anything about each other. I want to know who you guys are. Who you are, where you come from, why you ended up here. Don't tell me you're curious too.
They were silent. Some of them looked the other way, or bit their lip, crossed their arms, and stared at the ceiling. But one of them spoke up. It was Akane. I agree. I think Jumpy is right.
Jumpy.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm talking about him. I just call him Jumpy. His name is Junpei. She pointed towards Junpei. We're childhood friends. We went to the same elementary school.
Wait, stop. Don't tell us stuff we didn't ask you about. Zero's probably watching us right now. I mean, I am watching the stream. What do you do if he's listening in?
Oh, would that be bad?
Hell yeah, it would. We don't know how much that bastard knows about us. Maybe he just picked a bunch of random people to kidnap. If that is the case, it'd be dangerous for us to let him know too much. If Zero knows who we are, he could go after our families. Maybe he'd tell us. Maybe he'd tell us he'd had. Word salad. Maybe he'd tell us he'd had him to get us stuff to do stuff, you know? To stuff. I still didn't say it right. Whatever.
But we still need to know what our names are. It's going to be hard to talk to each other if we don't have names.
All right. Why do we have code names?
To him, apparently, it seemed like the obvious solution. Code names?
Yeah. We'll each pick something. Like, I'll be 7.
7. Why are you 7?
It seemed a fair question. The mountain stuck out his left arm.
Because this bracelet number says 7.
Wait, who's
Oh, I get it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
He smirked.
All right, I'm gonna be Santa. And each episode of Japanese? No. Well, san means 3, so I'll be Santa.
Freaking weeb.
Santa cries, Santa cries. Sorry. Fits, don't you think? Oh wait, sorry,
No.
I missed the whole thing.
Then your bracelet number.
Yeah, it's got a 3 on it. Good job, Grandpa.
I'm going to strangle you in your sleep.
Gotta catch me
Just like-
first. You're too slow.
You'll be asleep. I don't need to catch you.
You gotta find me first.
Just like the mountain had done, Silver thrust out his left hand. Sure enough, the face of his bracelet read 3.
Very well then. I'll go next, shall I? My bracelet number is 1. Given that, I think Ace seems appropriate.
I'll be Lotus then. As I'm sure you know, it has 8 petals. You all
I
knew
did
that
not
off the
know
top of
that.
your head, right?
I did not know that, actually.
I would appreciate it if you would call me Snake. My bracelet number is 2, since Ace has chosen cards, and I choose dice. Snake eyes, clearly, which is particularly relevant, given that I am blind.
Also, I'd like to point out, lotuses have anywhere from 16 to 160 petals.
Fucking Lotus.
She was half right.
Blind? Really? He kept his eyes closed during their entire ordeal, which had suggested something strange. But to hear it said so casually... It was
Ghost.
something of a surprise. Everyone seemed a little nervous at the prince's proclamation, but no one seemed to know how to react to it. There was one person, however, who didn't seem to be surprised in the least. The girl with pink hair.
I want to be Clover.
He's number 4 then.
You know, like a 4-leaf clover. Good luck, right?
Looking almost bored, she held out her left hand.
Ugh, fine.
The face of her bracelet showed the number 4. Fucking soon. They'd come around to Junpei. He held out his bracelet.
Alright, my number's 5, so my codename's gonna be...
Why have one? It's not like there's any point to it now. The dancer cut him off mid-sentence. I mean, we all know your name already. You're Junpei.
Oh. Maybe I want a cool nickname, goddammit.
Right? They all nodded. Kane stepped forward nervously. Then you should all call me by my name too, because, I mean, it doesn't seem...
Doesn't seem fair to Jumpy. You're thinking it's not cool for you to hide your name after you told us his?
Ellipses. Akane fidgeted awkwardly. Junpei decided he had to do something.
What's your bracelet number?
It's 6?
That is a cute jacket.
Right?
I know, right? She hesitated for a moment, then held out her left hand. As she claimed, the bracelet's face showed a 6. Junpei looked at it for a moment, and then thought.
Alright then, why don't we call you June?
Ah.
June. Yeah, you know, it's the 6th month of the year.
That means,
It is.
that means if we're 5, the week gotta be May.
And we're playing this in June.
Wait, that means she's gay. That means she's Pride Month.
Oh, hell yeah. That jacket's probably a friggin' flag.
Look hard enough and it probably is.
Oh, yeah. Jumpy. Akane kneaded her hands and looked up at Junpei, uncertain. He smiled back at her reassuringly.
Are you good with that?
She thought about it for a few more minutes. Minutes! A whole few minutes thinking about her fucking name.
Is this chick alright? She's just standing there.
Staring into the middle distance. Their names decided, Junpei ran over them quickly in his head. It was Ace. It was Snake. 3 was Santa. 4 was Clover. 5 was Junpei's number. Akane was 6, and Junpei had given her the codename of June. 7 was 7, and 8 was Lotus. That meant that 8 of them, including Junpei, had revealed their bracelet numbers. But there was still one person left. This motherfucker. He was the man with glasses and hair like a bird's nest. He hadn't said anything since they'd met on the stairs, and he didn't look like the sort of person who was inclined to conversation.
I forgot about him.
I did too.
His skin was pale, his breathing was heavy, and he was soaked with nervous sweat. His behavior seemed very suspicious, perhaps simply emotionally unstable. It was difficult to tell. Whatever the case, it seemed clear that he only had a fingertip's worth of grip on his sanity. The girl with pink hair, Clover, walked up to him slowly. She put her hands on her hips and eyed him suspiciously.
What number are you?
We literally know what number he is.
He didn't answer. His bloodshot eyes twitched from person to person, and his breath came in hot pants. This is gonna end great.
He's gonna have a heart attack.
He came in hot pants? What?
His
Hey,
breath came out in hot pants.
Hey, I'm talking to you.
The man licked his dry lips with a shaking tongue and spoke with a voice like an old paper. Like old paper. Isn't it obvious? There are 9 people here. And I don't... And you know who numbers 1 through 8 are. The only one left.
So, you're 9?
Yeah. He extended a trembling arm. The bracelet did indeed say 9. Clover looked at it contemptuously.
What's your code name?
Code name?
What do you want us to call you? We all made up names. You should too.
Me?
Oh, except okay.
Yeah.
I don't need one
Why not?
because I'm not going to stay here with you. He took a shuddering breath and exhaled. Clover looked at him with something very much like disgust.
You've got some sort of plan?
I do.
What's that?
You sure you want to know?
Yeah?
All right. Let me show you. I'm gonna do this.
Ah!
By the time they realized what he was doing, it was too late to stop him. The man's body moved like a snake's. In the blink of an eye, he had slid around behind her and wrapped his arms around her waist.
Hey, what the hell do you think you're doing?
Santa leapt forward towards Clover and the 9th man. He was halfway there when...
Pretty sure this is still you, Sky.
I think so. Stay back! Suddenly the man's hands dove into his pocket. It came back out with a knife. A pocket knife. He held it to Clover's pale, quivering neck. If you get any closer, I'll cut her open. Santa skidded to a halt and snarled at the scrawny man with the knife and gritted his teeth. Yes, that's right. The man's smile was neither friendly nor reassuring. Sweat poured down his neck, soaking the collar of his shirt. Clover, are you alright? The prince, Snake's voice sounded oddly concerned.
Yeah. I'm fine.
Her voice shook, making her words even less convincing.
What the hell are you trying to do?
I told you. This is my plan. What are you gonna... No. What are you gonna do to her? Don't wait, shit.
Wait, that's me. What are you gonna
That's
do?
you.
Zero.
You sick son of a bitch.
I was thinking Lotus. Don't worry. I'm not gonna do anything to her. If she just does what I tell her to, I'll let her go. He started to move backwards, slowly keeping his grip on Clover. Keeping their distance, Junpei and the others followed. Eventually, the man reached the wall. He gave a start as his back touched it, then glanced around quickly and spoke. Verify.
Huh?
Zero. The left. Look on your left. Do you see the device on the wall? Place your hand on the scanner panel, the round part.
What if I don't?
The man's nostrils flared and he looked like he was about to choke. Are you an idiot? What do you think? I could slit your throat right now. I'll kill you if I have to. All I need is your bracelet. Ellipse.
Ellipses.
I don't know what I was expecting. Just do it. Do it now. He pressed the knife against Clover's neck hard. Slowly, she stretched her left hand out towards the device. Her back was to it, and she had to feel around for a moment before she found the circular panel. It made a cold electronic noise on the display above her hand. An asterisk appeared. So that's how it works, Junpei thought to himself. By placing one's palm on what the 9th man had called the scanner panel, the user's bracelet number would be entered into the device.
Yeah, it is a sky stream.
Yeah.
Should you total the numbers on your numbered bracelets and find that the digital root of the number is equal to the number of that door, the door will open.
Junpei shifted his eyes to the door itself. The number on it was 5.
Speaking of 5, this is like the 5-minute warning, and then I gotta end.
Yeah, we're about to a stopping point anyway.
Okay.
The Ninth Man seemed to know a little more about the device's operation than he should. How had he known exactly what to do? Good, you're done! Next! His bloodshot eyes crept from person to person until finally they stopped on the lion. Ace. You, right? You're the one with the number 1 bracelet, right?
Yes, I am. So,
Then you're next. Just verify your number like this little brat did.
the funniest thing is he could verify with his own and he'd be able to get through. Is that
No,
the
you
number
need
5?
3 to 5 people.
Alright.
2 people can't go through. Yep. What are you doing? Do it! Don't you care what happens to her?
Okay, just calm down.
Ace held up his hands, palms out. The Ninth Man jerked his chin towards the device. Slowly, cautiously, Ace moved towards the device. After what seemed like an agonizing eternity, he reached it. Now, verify! Ace nodded and placed his hand on the scanner panel. The device beeped again, and a second asterisk appeared. Now the device
Now
had
he'll use
Clover
himself
and
for
Ace's
14
numbers.
For 1 plus 4 is 5.
The same as the number written on the door. But it wouldn't open just yet. Only 3 to 5 people can pass through
Only
the
3
number.
to 5 people
Oh,
can
you did.
pass through one numbered door.
The door needed at least one more person. Who would that be? Get back! His voice shook, but the knife he held to Clover's throat made his words a command. Ace took 2, then 3 steps back. No, further! More than that! Go all the way back! Slowly, Ace did what he was told. The Ninth Man's lips curled into a cruel, twisted smile. That was when Junpei understood his plan. Clover's 4 and Ace's 1, added to the Ninth Man's 9. 4 plus 1 plus 9 equals 14, 1 plus 4 equals 5. In other words...
Oh, I get it.
Thank God you were all so cooperative. Now I can get out of this nightmare. He pressed his own hand against the scanner panel. A third asterisk appeared on the screen. He dropped his hand to the lever on the side of the device and pulled.
This isn't going to be the way out.
The door opened with a heavy metallic groan. There were more rules, though. He let go of Clover.
Wait!
Junpei leapt towards the Ninth Man, but he wasn't fast enough. The man shoved Clover.
Ah!
And hopped through the door. Okay. Have a good one, guys. I'm going off ahead now. Well then. Goodbye. He raised his hand and waved, a twisted smirk on his face.
He's gonna
Then
die.
he was gone. I'm sure he'll be fine. Then he was gone. The door ground shut with a dull clang of metal on metal. Clover! Are you alright? Snake ran to Clover's side as she lay on the floor.
Yeah, I'm fine.
She climbed unsteadily to her feet and once there, leaned heavily on Snake's shoulder for support. Junpei ran to the door. The others followed him. Several pairs of hands grabbed hold of the handles and pulled. They grunted and strained, but...
It won't budge!
That was when Lotus, the dancer, spoke. Her voice was quiet. Do you hear something?
Like what?
Like some sort of beeping. Junpei pressed his ear against the cold metal of the door. The others did the same. You're right, I can hear it too.
What is it?
Then they heard something else. It was the Ninth Man. Shit! Why isn't it stopping? God damn it! You lied! Lied? This wasn't supposed to happen! This is wrong! This is wrong! His voice shook with fear. Safe on the outside, they stepped back from the door and looked at one another.
What is happening in there?
Open the door! Please! I'm begging you! Help me! Please get me out of here! Get me out of here!
Yeah, dude, you're in
No.
there.
Jinpei grabbed hold of the device. He slammed his hand on the scanner panel. Nothing happened. Why didn't it register him? He looked at the display where the asterisk had shown up. It said engaged. Oh my god! Oh my god, there's no time left. Listen! I was lied to! He lied to me! He put me in here! It was him! He killed me! It was him! Yeah!
Boom.
Ew.
Well, he exploded.
He did.
His innards are now outwards.
Ew.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's got to be it for now.
Excellent stopping point.
Sorry, everybody, but my power's being turned off for maintenance, so I've got to go.
Yay. Fun stuff.
I am
Indeed.
enjoying this so far. This is really
Yeah.
awesome.
I'm glad.
It has been very fun. I'm very curious to see where the game actually goes from here.
Same
It's
same time next
Friggin'
week.
wild. Sure.
Hell yeah!
We'll do same time next weekend. Maybe we can crank it up at some point. Who knows? This might end up being a long series.
I hope so. This is fun.
This is fun. I like it,
Yeah. It's one of my favorites.
and that's why I'm excited to experience it.
Yay.
Oh, is this the intro that we didn't get to see earlier?
Yeah.
Ice 9, damn.
Mm-hmm.
Really? What? Telepathic mechanism? Alright.
This fucking game, I swear.
Oh god, did you have first impressions of me because of this?
No. Probably not.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Why? Because the guy's name is Zero?
Yeah.
I know.
I mean, I do have you right where I want you.
8 people.
Ooh.
Alright.
Good
Well,
times.
This was fun. I'm
Mhm.
gonna hop off and find something to raid before my power goes out. So,
Okay, you do that, and I will follow you after.
Okay. I love you both. Good night. Mwah, 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 mwah.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
I don't have any raid buttons anymore. That's annoying.
Oh
I need to
no.
like. I
I actually
set up
wasn't
my
gonna leave
stream
the
deck and
chat,
everything.
but okay.
Oh, yeah. You're still on my stream.
I'm just gonna close my display capture so people can't see that.
I'm gonna find a raid stream manager.
Who's live?
It's
live?
live.
Oh wow, Sky's live.
We should raid her.
That's
No.
crazy.
That's crazy.
That bitch never streams.
I know.
Let's see.
Let's see. Blondie's doing Thousand Year Door.
Astral streaming.
Oh,
Astral's
what is
doing
Astral
art.
streaming? Oh, I need to stream Astral because Astral was gonna tell me a story, and then they're like, "I'll tell you next time you raid me." I'm like, son of a bitch.
Looks like they're working on a new model.
Yeah, the new Astral model with blue hair. It's cute.
Very nice.
It's very cute.
Oh, that's really cute. Okay, let's do
You're really
raid.
Oh, do we want to do
Astral.
double raid bow?
Hell yeah.
Okay, so give me 1 second.
Okay.
Putting it in my chat, and I'm gonna put it in your chat. Copy past it. Yeah, I mean it is Pride, so this is, you know.
Uh huh. Double rainbow.
Exactly.
Hell yeah.
Exactly.
Copy that shit. Let's go
Alright.
raid Astral.
Hell yeah.
Oop.
I'm not gonna go right away. I'm gonna let the counter go so I can
Yeah.
do my stuff, and I'll let you do stuff too.
Okay.
So
Apparently, we're
guys,
gonna raid now. Apparently. Oh shit. Bye.
you are? Okay.
Oh,
I'm gonna raid
no,
now
we're not.
too.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
fuck.
Yeah, no, that's not how that works.
It's been a long time. Okay.
So
I forgot there was a countdown.
So that's our raid message tonight. Double rainbow. If you want to follow Scott and Karama, you can find them by going !collab in my chat, which is right there. And there's my Discord. We're gonna watch Godzilla King of Monsters tomorrow night for Toku Tuesday.
Ooh.
You don't want to
Hey,
miss that.
yo.
If I can find my copy, it's here somewhere.
Great movie.
And regular stuff, social medias, YouTube channels, new videos. Here's that raid message again.
All right. Rating before Zero gets disconnected.
All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow night for an indie game. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
I'm hitting the button.
Okay.
Hit the button.
I hit the button. And